Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. And it's a beautiful day for a Pirate Broadcast, and we have one of my favorite friendly kindness givers in the room today. Randy, how are you doing, my friend?
Oh my goodness, I'm even better because I'm talking to the amazing pirate himself, Russ Johns. I'm doing great.
You know, we've known each other for a while, and we have a very, very unique combination of you're the kindness giver, and I know that, you know, the Pirate Broadcast, the pirate community is all focused on kindness is cool and smiles are free. So
Yeah,
it's really about what we can give back to the community and how we can actually enhance and allow people to have a little kindness in their world. And we have some amazing news to announce for those in the pirate community that Randy's going to share with us today. So, Randy, tell us what you've been up to the last couple of days, years,
oh my.
maybe.
Well, I have my new book, Daily Dose of Positive, comes out today. And it's Daily Dose.
All right. Awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Daily Dose of Positive, 90 days of timeless nuggets to enhance your life. This is the first volume. There'll be a total of 4 volumes this year because enough quotes and nuggets to cover the entire year. So, and it's really set up as a kind of a journal because I share the quote and I share the thoughts that quote triggers in me, and then I invite my readers to. I ask a few questions. You know, what thoughts does that quote trigger in you? Is it applicable to your life? If so, how? If not, why not? And you know, what are some actions you might be inspired to take because of this nugget? And so that they're thinking it. You know, it's not just look at it and say, "Oh, that's nice," but it's actually hoping to inspire the reader to ponder and think about it a little bit and take action because of it. And that's one thing. And then, no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's really nice to be able to start a thought like that and inspire somebody to have a conversation with. You know, sit down and think about and reflect on what it is they have gratitude for, or how they can inspire kindness around them. And it's the ripple effect, right?
Absolutely. Well, and okay, so the Daily Dose of Positive, the thought behind that is to inspire people, because after 2020, we've been through so many things, so many challenges. We all need a daily dose of something positive in our lives to help us concentrate on the things that matter most. And you hit it right in the sense that kindness. I want to declare 2021. I'm going to declare it the year of kindness because we can make such a big difference if we will. The other thing that I am really working hard on is what's going to be called my Dare to Embrace Kindness campaign. I have created some yard signs that I'll be distributing throughout the United States, and then working on some other opportunities for things that I can distribute globally. But really, the main message is, you know, kindness, it does everybody good. Dare to embrace kindness every day, and we can make a big difference. And if that message is powerful because it invites the hope, the healing that we need right now, particularly, you know, with everything we've been going through.
No kidding. No kidding. You know, there's so many things that, and I don't want to diminish anybody's pain or suffering or any kind of, you know, lack that has existed.
Oh no.
And even, you know, even in my darkest days, Randy, you know, I still had hope. You know, I still had hope something was going to take place. And it usually was surprising to me when I needed something most, or I needed somebody to lift me up. There was always somebody that was there willing to share a little kindness and a little generosity with what they had, and you know, at least an inspiration to move forward. So is there, as you build this out and you share this information, how can we help you apply this in our lives or help you lift other people up through your initiatives and your goals and the way things are going. 2021, we don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be much kinder because you said so, and we're going to help you do that. So, what are some things we can do along the way and along the journey to help you move this forward?
Well, once I start the campaign, I'll put out a logo that people can put on their websites. People can, as a reminder, dare just remember kindness. It does everybody good. You remember the old milk? It does a body good commercials. You remember those from back in the 70s?
Yeah.
I'm dating
Oh yeah.
myself, or 80s. Milk, it does a body good. Kindness, it does everybody good. And you
Yeah.
can put a logo on their website. They can, I'm in the process of figuring this out. I wish I had it all figured out right this minute, but how to do some mugs and other apparel, T-shirts, and things like that for the most reasonable price possible.
Yeah.
Because I want to combine this. What I'm doing is combining the campaign with raising funds for charities
Yeah.
as part of it. Like for example, I bought a bunch of yard signs that have "Dare to Embrace Kindness" on them, and I've
Mhm.
been going around door to door in my local community, just saying, "Hey, this is what I'm working for. I'm on a mission to invite people to make 2021 the year of kindness, and I'd invite you to put this in your yard so that you can, when people drive by, they can see that. Oh, they can think about that." And then I'm raising money for our local homeless shelter in the same process. I sell the signs for $20, and that covers my costs, enables me to continue to do this. And then
Yeah.
it also raises, part of the proceeds go to the local homeless shelter. So I've been able to raise some good funds for that. And so that's the goal behind the campaign, is to share a powerful message, offer an opportunity to raise some funds for some good causes, and then again cover my costs and enable me to continue to do this, so I can take care of my family and spread this message and hopefully make a difference in the world.
Well, it already has made a difference. You're here today, and we got some amazing individuals in the room. Nick Dorsey, who's an amazing individual here in Arizona via Seattle, and he's just always out there. He's doing some kind work. He's got some things going on in his world that he's been sharing this. Chris Stone, Chris Stone is out there. He's doing programs and doing some work out there in the world that I know is going to impact a lot of people out there, doing some amazing stuff. So thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Two of my faves here today.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Nick. Thank you.
Howard Kaufman, another mover and shaker. He's really an amazing individual that's also a pirate. Great positive message for trying times. Absolutely. We need a little bit of inspiration, Randy, to keep us imagining that everything's going to work out. If you have ambassadors out there and we're all walking around our neighborhoods with signs and we're putting signs up and we're sharing this information, we have an opportunity to really blow out some amazing kindness in the world. Just get out there and share it. Open doors for people, return your cards,
Well,
help an organization, a community. So
it's amazing how you can push kindness ripples out by doing that. Just what you just said, Russ. The little things we do every day can make a difference, and just simple things. It doesn't have to. And I talk about this all the time. They don't have to be great big things. We can put. I want, my whole goal is. I don't know if you remember during World War II, somebody kept writing Kilroy was here, and Kilroy was all over the place. I would love to have the Dare to Embrace Kindness
yeah.
symbol sign, out all over the place. There's a twofold message in it. I've created the sign. I'd have to pull it up, but I could, that I could share. I can do that in a minute. But
Uh-huh.
the whole purpose for the sign is twofold. One, to promote a message of kindness, but I've created it in black and white. There's a reason why I created in black and white. I've got 2 interlocking circles with an E and a K, a black circle and a white circle, a white E and a black K. And I did that on purpose because kindness is for everyone. Kindness that does everybody good. There's no place in our world for racism whatsoever. There's no place for that. And so, I mean, when people see it, they see the message of kindness, but it also, if they look at it more closely, they'll realize, look at those colors, look at what's interlocking, look at the circle. There's more symbolism to it than anything. If you can bear with me, I'll actually pull it up, and so I can share it with you guys.
Yeah, why don't you do that, and I'll share a couple of other people in the room. Good morning, everyone. 2021, yippee! Thank you so much for being here, Lori. I just really appreciate you and what you're doing in the community. Nancy, hi, you're up early. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. And Darren, really love listening to your show. Thank you, Darren. I think Darren's going to be on New Year's.
Oh no!
What?
I didn't save my last version, but oh well. I can still pull up one of my older versions and give people an idea of what it's going to be like.
We can do that. Gabriel, love you, man. Good morning, fellow pirates. It's always nice to be able to hang out with Gabriel at any point in time. And Nick Dorsey says, absolutely true. What Nick says is absolutely true. Smiles are free. It doesn't cost a dime to be a smile, to smile and have a. And Tracy, the ever-loving, wonderful producer of the show. Thank you so much for all you do, Tracy. Thank you for being here. Love you. Good morning again, Russ, and hello, Randy. So Angie, she's here today. Thank you so much for being here. This is amazing opportunity. Love you guys. Leslie, good morning. Leslie's here. She's joined in. She's actually subscribed. She subscribed to my YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel that we have here, we're putting other content out there. There's more content in YouTube than there is on LinkedIn here. So after the show, just jump over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to catch up with Gabriel. I'll never catch up with Gabriel because he's awesome. However, I do want to increase the number of subscribers in 2021 and make that okay. So, and Gabriel says, love your message, Randy. So
thank you, Gabriel. Thanks to everybody. You're so
we can share this version.
Can everybody see that? Can you? Well,
no,
okay, okay. So dare to embrace kindness for everyone. That's one sign option, and I had created a new one, and I'm going to have to redo it because I closed it without saving it. That was a brilliant move on my part. But if you can see, I mean, there's a strong message here. Kindness, dare to embrace kindness for everyone. There's nobody that's left out of the kindness circle. There's no place for racism. There's no place for, I mean, it doesn't matter what you can be purple, blue, green, red, or orange for all I care. It doesn't matter. We're all part of the human race. We're part of the human race. We're all brothers and sisters as far as I'm concerned. That's what I believe. My beliefs are I'm a Christian. I believe we're all children of God. I believe we're all brothers and sisters. And that's the way that we need to treat each other. And kindness is so powerful. It makes a difference in everything we do, professionally, personally, you name it. And another big thing that I like to promote is kindness in business. How many of us in business recognize the fact that we need powerful, trustworthy relationships, right? If we're going to be successful, we can't we have to have the ability to connect to people, connect to people's hearts, and the key ingredient for that is kindness. You can't connect to somebody without treating them right.
Right?
Am I just nuts?
No, I'm on board with you. Kindness affects everyone, Nancy says.
Love it,
So,
Nancy.
absolutely. Good, Nancy. And Jenny Gold is here. Good morning. So many people believe in this, Randy, because I know that it's really nice to be able to think about, okay, what can I give back? How can I contribute to the community? What is it that we can do that we can actually produce results with? It's really one of those things that we have to think about. And it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot. There's so many things that we can do to make it very simple. And, just following up, checking in with people. This time of year is not necessarily the happiest time of year for a lot of people. So
It's tough.
reach out and check in with people. I love doing this show because, it's really, it's hard for some people. That's all I got to say.
Well, it is, and it's amazing how it makes a difference. You asked me what people could do to help too. A couple of things. If you're on LinkedIn, use my hashtags. Use Dare to Embrace Kindness, the hashtag Dare to Embrace Kindness, or just Embrace Kindness. Either one of those hashtags. And every time at the end of every message I do now, I put, as always, remember, dare to embrace kindness. And just like somebody else I know, smiles are free and kindness is cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it. And
forward.
Here's the thing. I saw so many people. Howard Kaufman put out an interesting statement. So many people don't understand, leaders in the corporate world, just they don't get it. They don't understand how kindness can be a help to them. If they stop and think about it, if you ask the question, does caring about your people have an impact on your bottom line? Yes or no? Most leaders are going to say, of course it does. Okay. Well, then what programs, what strategy do you have in place to ensure that you're continually showing your employees, your colleagues, your workforce members that you care?
Yeah.
Why does caring matter? Why does them knowing that you care about them matter to your bottom line? What is it that impacts it, that affects it? And the reality is, and we all know this. I mean, that's I founded the PPOC Institute. PPOC standing for Positive Engagement and Economic Power of Kindness, because it unleashes within organizations and individuals a power that you can't get otherwise. When you treat people right, what happens to their productivity, to their loyalty, to their innovation, their creativity? All those things go up, and we know that. And what happens to the care that they give to your customers? It goes up. When they care, they want to take care of your customers, and when your customers know that you care about them, what happens to your opportunities? they go up. They increase. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they all go up. It all increases. So.
It does. And the interesting thing is,
she loves this.
Your budget for your marketing can go down. Why is that? Because your employees, your workforce members, and your customers become an extension of your marketing team. When people know you, like you, and trust you, they're happy to talk about you. They're happy to give you testimonials. They're happy to say, Russ Johns is the most amazing guy. I love being on the Pirates broadcast. Love talking with Russ, being around Russ, because he just lifts my heart. I mean, how great is that? If people are saying that about you out there, what's all that does is just increase your opportunities. And when your opportunities go up, has a direct impact on the bottom line. And the great thing is, you don't have to focus on the bottom line.
Yeah.
Because it'll go up as a natural result.
Yeah.
You just focus on taking care of people, treating them right, making sure you have, that you have a good cause that they feel good about, something that they feel good about working about, then and go to it. The other stuff will come. Some people say, well, that sounds like the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. Maybe
No,
it is.
do the
Might be a
work.
little artistic, but what's that?
You still have to do the work. However, if you're excited about what you're doing rather than just showing up for a paycheck, it's a whole different attitude that you bring to the table.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and here's the other thing that people don't think about a lot is when you go inside that building, okay, every one of us, first of all, before I go there, every one of us, when we get up, doesn't matter who we are, we're all human beings. We all have the same needs. We all put our pants on the same way. We all get dressed the same way. We all have the same needs, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, right?
Yeah.
All have them. And the key thing is, our key question, when I walk into my office, obviously, speaking metaphorically, because right now a lot of us aren't going into offices with people, our other workforce members. But speaking of this, but when you go inside the building or go into that place, do you drop those human needs at some magic box at the door that says dump your human needs here?
No.
Of course not. Of course not. So it doesn't matter if you're the CEO or you're the janitor or whatever your position is, you all have the same needs. And so if leaders that will remember that and recognize the fact that everybody has those needs and take that into consideration when they're building out their strategy plans and the way that they, look at their business, if they'll look at it through that perspective, man, what a difference that'll make. It's amazing, especially in this world where we have so much social media where we can quick as lightning say, this company really stinks. Why? You can go out to Glassdoor, and honestly, and say, this company stinks. This is why. Blah 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 blah. And people look at those reviews, and so it's what a wonderful thing if you can establish a culture and establish an opportunity where people really love being there. And it's the same thing with everything we do personally as well. If you can establish a personal brand and a personal culture that people like.
I love that. I love that. Like Angie says here, be kind, not judgy. Leslie Martinez says, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Phyllis says, amen. So fantastic. Thank you, Phyllis. Appreciate your being here. JD, thank you so much for being here. Nancy, love the messages, Randy. Love the messages.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you.
Kindness is key. I love that. I love that. There's so many things. Gabriel, hello, great show last night. Caught the replay at 1 a.m. That's fantastic. Gabriel has some amazing content. He shares a lot of kindness too. And I know that, we have this community that is surrounding you. And I know that there's probably a lot of people that have been in your life in the past year. We've met, it's been a year at least that we've been connected and going back and forth in LinkedIn. And I know that there's probably some initiatives that you've had in the last year and some things that have taken place. What is it that you really feel has changed in the last, before you started your book and as you got this last book out and you're launching this book and you're going to be launching new books? What's the one thing that you've noticed in these conversations that you've had around people? What's the trigger that a lot of people come away with, and what's the thing that you notice most?
The thing that I notice most is just people are yearning for kindness. People right now, there's just so much happening in the world, and there's so much strife and contention, especially in the United States. Of course, we know it's been an election year. There's been a lot of divisiveness because of that. We know of the turmoil and the protests and the riots and various things that have happened due to civil unrest, racial challenges. Mm-hmm. There's been so many things that have happened, and people want to heal. They want to feel hope, and that's what kindness. When you reach out and lift up somebody and say, I'm here for you, I care, I understand, or I can empathize. I may not understand everything you're going through, but I'm here for you, and I want to understand. I want to help you and to strengthen you and to build you. And people just they yearn for those little things that touch their heart, that lift their hearts, that help them to maintain what I call a captain's mindset,
Yeah.
where we remember that we're in charge of our own ship, and of what we think and what we do, and it's not always easy, but we can do it if we have the determination to stay positive, and we can help other people do the same thing. As we strive to stay positive, we can lift other people. Perfect example of that, and where I get the captain's mindset philosophy from, and I think about it, is from Viktor Frankl
Yeah.
and Corey ten Boom, both people who survived the Nazi concentration camps, and by remembering that even though the Germans at the time controlled their circumstances, they couldn't control their minds,
Yeah.
and they controlled their minds. They determined that they were going to stay positive, they were going to stay focused in those very, I mean, extremely challenging situations. And because of their determination, because they maintained their captain's mindset, they were able to strengthen and lift and build and help others survive and do the same thing during those challenging times. And we're not in a concentration camp right now, but
No.
we are in, some very challenging times. It's not easy. Man, who is anybody here who hasn't been affected by the pandemic, who hasn't been affected by the restrictions and things like that? I'm an extrovert to the hilt. I
Yeah.
love people. I love getting out among people. I love being with people. I love being able to hug people. I love being able to sit down at dinner, in a restaurant, face to face, having a conversation without having to worry about, oh, I need to take my mask off, or put my mask on, or all these different things.
Yeah.
And I'd be a liar if I said I hadn't had some real challenges with depression over the last few months, because it's not been easy. But I've had to work really hard to maintain that captain's mindset on those days when things have started to get a little dark, and I've been feeling down or depressed. I've had to say, okay, I've been there. I'm here. This is where I am, but I'm not staying here. I can't,
Yeah.
because it doesn't do me any good to stay there and vacillate in that space. And when I'm there, then that means I'm not helping other people. And that's my why in life. My why in life is to be kind and to lift and to serve and to build other people. So that's where I get my greatest happiness. So
Yeah.
maybe that's selfish.
Well, we always, Randy, it's difficult to feel down when we're helping others up.
Oh my,
Exactly. When you're helping other people along their journey and you're lifting other people up, it's really hard to stay in a place of depression, circumstance like that. So, that's a lesson that we all can learn from, because like you said, it's not a place we want to stay in. And some people, depression is real. There's a lot of mental health issues that we need to address and continue to support and work to resolve in the
absolutely.
and kindness, I think, is one of the first lines of defense we can use to have a little compassion, have a little gratitude, have a little empathy, have a little bit of kindness that you can share with others, and that really goes a long ways. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that you make a difference. You all make a difference. And so, stay connected with others.
Can do we have time for me to share one other little thing, or do we need to? I want to be cognizant of your time. But when you hit on something key, is remember that every little thing we do matters. And one of the things I talk about in my original book, The Kindness Giver's Formula, is some people will say to me, they say, well, I'm just one person. How can my little actions matter in the grand scheme of things? And I just invite people to think of honeybees when you say that, and they're like, honeybees, why? Honeybees only live 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks at the most. During that time, though, they travel enough miles gathering nectar to circumvent the entire globe. That's a lot of traveling. They visit thousands and thousands of flowers.
Yeah.
And then they take the nectar they gather back to the hive, and it's condensed down into honey. And think about this: how much honey do you think one bee produces in its lifetime of 6 to 8 weeks? Not a
Oh,
whole.
not a whole lot.
It's 1/12 of a teaspoon.
Wow.
1/12 of one teaspoon, and you think, wow, that's like nothing. But every 1/12 is vital to the hive. You get 20 to 60,000 bees working together, they create 80 to 100 pounds of honey.
Yeah.
And they're vital to us because we wouldn't have the honey we have, which actually studies have been done to show that it has, for a while we could survive off just eating honey. It's got all the nutrients and enzymes and things in it that we need, but that sweetness, blesses our lives. Well, think about that. Okay, take that over into the kindness world. Little acts of kindness. Think of this: if everybody every day was getting up, if you had thousands of people getting up, saying, "I'm going to be a kindness giver today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a kindness giver. I'm going to think of and plan ways to be kind. I'm going to look for and act on ways to be kind, and I'm going to invite and encourage other people to be kind." Think about the transformation the world would have if thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, even dare I say billions of people got up
Yeah.
and said that and acted on it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I know that we need ambassadors. I know we need ambassadors and we need people out there doing this thing. So I encourage everyone, as we wrap this up today, I just want to acknowledge Nancy, Kindness Chief Officer, Embrace Kindness. Love that. Howard, Jenny Gold, hi, glad to see you. Angela, Malachuk, Alistair Harris, LOL. So not sure what, there's lots of conversations. This is the point of the pirate community and also the kindness community. Just everybody's in here joining in. Hyatt Ives is here. And Nancy says, Russ Johns, helping others, compassion, connection, and kindness is a winning combination. And I just want to make sure that Angela says, last thing, the best thing that we can do is help others, and you just never know what the domino effects might be. And I also like Jordan Peterson's comment on this as well. Just be the best version of you that you can be. And that is one of the best things that you can do for society at large. Love your message, Russ. So happy to have connected with you. Thank you so much, Angela. I really appreciate that. And then Hyatt, and Hyatt says, thanks for the honeybee analogy. I love that. So, Randy, we can't leave without telling people how to get a hold of your book or how to follow you and how to connect with you. What are some ways that we can leave behind and post this on the post?
Well, please, if you're on LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm Randy McNeely. Just do a search for me. Chief Kindness Officer will pop up, and please do connect. And my book, The Kindness Givers Formula, is on Amazon.com. You just type in The Kindness Givers, and it'll come right up. And then my new book that is released today, Daily Dose of Positive, Volume 1, 90 Days of Timeless Nuggets to Enhance Your Life. It's if you do a search for Daily Dose of Positive under my name, it should pop right up. And I'd love to have you go out and pick up a copy. It's a quick, easy read. It's meant to be read over 90 days because it's a journal type book. Has some of my thoughts, then asks you to share your thoughts, etc. I'd love to hopefully inspire people on a daily basis to look for the positive and, of course, as always, dare to embrace kindness.
Fantastic. Well, everyone,
RandyMcNeely.com as well, and see more information.
Fantastic. Thank you for being here, Randy. I really appreciate you and what you're doing. And obviously I'm an ambassador for kindness. So
you absolutely are, Russ. You're one of the kings out here.
So thank you so much for being here and welcome to 2021 and spreading the kindness message and just a little bit of love. So make sure that you're out there doing what you can with what you have, and make those connections. Start the conversations. Reach out to people that you never know who's not feeling connected. And if you just reach out once in a while, sometimes it makes a huge difference in people's lives, and it can make a difference in the people that you're connecting with. And so just connect with Randy, follow the process that he's going through, support the initiative, and share this word of kindness whenever possible. So thank you so much for being here, Randy. I really appreciate you and all you're doing. Thank you so much,
Russ, for having me on. And I want to say a special thanks to everybody who came on this morning for all your kind comments and for being the good people you are. I look forward to hopefully connecting with you on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much. And as always, everyone, the Pirate Broadcast is here because kindness is cool and smiles are free. And I want you to enjoy your day. See you soon. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you, Russ. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you for joining the Pirate Broadcast. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and share it across your social media channels. I would love the opportunity to help others grow in their business. The Pirate Syndicate is a platform where you show up, we produce the show. It's that easy. If you want to be seen, be heard, and be talked about, join the Pirate Syndicate today.